Kenyans remain significantly wealthier when compared to their peers in other Eastern Africa economies. The consistent growth trajectory in the neighboring countries has not reflected in their per capita income. According to Renaissance Capital, the country's debt levels remain sustainable and growth outlook is positive despite the continent's lowest growth in 2 decades. Hudhaifa Aden has more.
Despite other economies in Eastern Africa registering higher growth for the past 7 years, Kenya is wealthier and has a more productive workforce. This being reflected by the significantly higher per capita income. And estimates for the next 2 years still favoring the situation to remain the same.
Despite Ethiopia growing at close to 10% for quite a few years, its per capita income remains around 2/3 of that of Kenya.
According to the Kenyan National Bureau of Statistics, the country's economy grew faster in the 3 months to June, aided by tourism bouncing back and the growth in the agricultural sector. Yvonne Mhango, the Sub-Saharan Africa economist at Renaissance Capital, also discredited the capping of interest rates, saying it will hurt the economy in the long run and lock out small and medium-sized enterprises. The IMF has suggested it may revise growth forecast for Kenya this year from 6% to close to 5%, caused by some weaknesses in the second half of the year, a part of that being related to the slow credit growth.
And in order to sustain or to ensure that those deficits are sustainable, I think they're at the point where they need to slow down in terms of the spending before they start ramping up once again. So I think they're at that stage where they should be slowing the amount of external financing that they are getting.
The Kenyan shilling is set to remain stable. This has been aided by firm monetary policy and the 150 billion shillings insurance facility by the IMF, giving investors a sense of confidence. Hudhaifa Aden, NTV Business.